Welcome to this short introduction to the Social Media Capability Assessment, a new improvement tool for NHS organisations seeking to understand, introduce or improve their use of social media. My name is Joe McRae and I'm the creator of the Social Media Capability Assessment. First, a few notes about the challenge facing NHS organisations. As we know, social media is becoming essential and pervasive. Increasingly, it is becoming one of the core communications and engagement tools for organisations around the world, and the NHS is no exception. But most NHS organisations are currently unsure of how to go about developing their social media capability. Part of the reason for this is most social media assessments and guides are too technology focused and too generic. What NHS organisations need is an assessment tool that instead covers their core business needs and operations and is designed with an understanding of the NHS. They also need specific and deliverable improvement actions that are centred on their own specific strengths and weaknesses in their own context. The Social Media Capability Assessment is designed to solve this problem. It is an assessment tool designed to give NHS organisations specific and objective assessment of their current capability and performance. It assesses across a range of organisational perspectives, including but not dominated by technology. It enables the organisation to understand and benchmark their current capability, but as well to prioritise specific areas for improvement. And it can introduce a series of improvement actions derived specifically from the organisation's specific results. The initial assessment is carried out for the NHS organisation by a leading NHS social media practitioner, but improvement can be carried out either by the organisation itself or, if desired, supported by expert external help. So the decision of how to improve rests with the NHS organisation, of course, with the costs associated being under their control as well. So here is an example of the Social Media Capability Assessment in action. In this case, a demonstrator version for the fictitious NHS organisation Anytown Clinical Commissioning Group. As you can see, the capability assessment consists of 20 maturity indicators grouped under 4 organisational perspectives: channels and communities, content, leadership and roles, and organisation and culture. Each indicator is assigned a maturity score on the following scale, 1 to 5, with 1 being suboptimal, 5 being optimal, and also a 0 score if the capability is non-existent. So in this example you can see that the involvement of channels and communities has been rated for Anytown CCG as being 3, which is good. It also tells us that their use of extended channels is non-existent and that the balance between being a broadcaster or a communitarian approach is rated as adequate. Each indicator maturity score is aggregated to provide a summary score for each perspective. Each perspective can have a score of up to 25 points. So in this case, Anytown CCG has been rated with a score of 9 out of 25 for its overall perspective on channels and communities. The organisation's overall score is also aggregated across the 4 perspectives to provide a percentage score. In this case, you can see that Anytown's Clinical Commissioning Group has been assessed as being at round about 42%, which is medium maturity. A series of tailored improvement actions are then agreed with Anytown CCG, with each action derived from the specific strengths and weaknesses shown by the capability, and with a specific named responsibility assigned for delivery of each action. This is then documented as part of the overall capability assessment. The results of the social media capability assessment can be provided to the NHS organisation in a number of formats and through a number of means. It can be delivered as a Microsoft Word report, as a PowerPoint presentation, as a short movie, or indeed all three if the organisation desires it. The improvement actions can also be provided in an Excel table to allow for them to be imported into any performance management system that the organisation might possess. And the initial assessment can be benchmarked, and improvement actions can be independently audited against delivery at quarterly, half-yearly or annual checkpoints. Again, this assessment and audit could be carried out by the organisation itself or by external assessor. So that is the social media capability assessment, a new improvement tool for NHS organisations. If you'd like more information, please email socialmedia@jbmcrae.com. Thank you very much for taking this time to listen to this introduction to the social media capability assessment.